All right. Hi, welcome back. I'm Dr. Meg. This is Dr. Carol from Oasis Wellness Partners here in Scarborough, Maine. And today we want to talk about a very interesting experience that we have had over 30 years of being in practice here in Scarborough. And it's the experience of people stopping care and restarting. I would say that maybe 40% of the patients we have are previous patients, which sounds kind of odd, I'm sure, but the experience that I think is part of human nature is that we are doing something that's really working for us. We're exercising, we're eating well, we're getting the rest that we need, our relationships are on cue. When we've got a really good rhythm with one of those avenues, or hopefully all of them, the aspect of human nature that I find so fascinating to witness, and I've done it myself, is that I stop doing it. Like, it's working really well to exercise 3 times a week, and then I don't do it anymore. And I see it over and over and over again, and it's a really interesting thing to witness in myself and in all of the people that we see and hear. And it's very common, and it's just a foundational piece of human nature that when something is working, we tend to not give it as much priority and discount its value. And so it becomes less of a priority. And so we just don't put the energy or make the time to do it anymore. And it's very common with people that come in here, especially if they come in and they are in a lot of pain when they start. For the people who are in severe pain, every single time they come in on the first visit, I will say to them, you are going to forget. You're going to have amnesia around this pain. And when I remind you in 3 months, you're going to look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. But that's what happens as the body heals through chiropractic care, is that the pain will go away. And that takes away sometimes for some people the motivation to continue care. And so they get to the end of their initial plan and they feel better than they've ever felt in their lives. And they feel like, oh good, I'm done. I'm all set, right?
It's true. And also those that maybe didn't come in for an owie, but came in because they had lack of sleep or they didn't have vitality. When you turn up the light switch in a room that's dark, when you first go from darkness and it gets a little brighter and you can see around the room, you're like, oh, this switch is working. And then you turn it up a little more and the room is brighter. And when the room gets to almost full brightness, the differential is very small and it's hard to see that it has actually brightened again. And so that happens also in people's nervous systems and in their bodies. They go from a complete non-well body that's not adapting to life, it's not full of vitality, it's really shut down. And when the light comes on, they're like, wow! And then as it comes on and also stays on, it's hard sometimes to see the differential as well, because they haven't gone from that dark spot. But what I want to say is that for me, in my journey with chiropractic and getting adjusted by one of the best chiropractors in Maine, in the world really, Dr. Meg, I find that I am in awe of the new brightness I find around another corner. I all of a sudden sometimes think, well, I'm really good. I've got it all going on, and I'm doing all the things I need to do. And then I'll take an adjustment and I'll realize that my attitude has been poor. I adjusted my daughter today. She was visiting in from Denver, and literally she got off the table and said, I was in such a bad mood. And in 6 minutes later, she wasn't. And we didn't speak. It's not like I therapized her or anything. I just adjusted her. And she stood up and she was a different person in her relationship to her world. I just want to say that don't give up. Don't think that just because you've arrived, you've arrived. And I always say this in our talks that we do a New Beginnings talk that goes over the paradigm of chiropractic. We love giving it and we love seeing the light bulbs go on in people's head as we speak. And one of the things I talk about, that health and this journey of our evolution of being our best is not a destination. It's not like you get there and you're done. I always feel like I'd love that. I'd love to eat the perfect meal and have then the perfect vitality and the perfect body and the perfect everything. I'd love to go to the gym once and have it be it. But it's not the way life is. We're human. We're meant to keep working. That's why we're still here. So I encourage you that if you are one of the people that have started or stopped, I'll say, reconsider the possibility that there's more evolution for you and more journey that you can get on and find more of life here.
Because there is. Thanks for watching.